Good evening everyone and welcome to the Swemp Electronics Football Alliance, and this is Division 2 Matchday 17. Take a look at that table, that wonderful league table which shows all the greats, doesn't it? A top 4 class group and then 5th, 6th and 7th all there as well. Superb stuff. Boston, top of the league from Badgers, just there, 2 goals between them, no points. Flamingos 2 points further back. Grove another one behind. Mega Horse another one behind, level with Sprungfeld, who are separated by 1 goal. No, they're not. 6 goals, whatever it is. 7 goals. And then Fortuna a point further back, and then a big gap to Danglies, Originale, and then Gondor and Blues just 2 points further back than that. And at the bottom of the table, Pelham, Aussie's Dream and Red West separated by 3 points. Good evening, Fifey. I sound healthy. Do you know what? I'm perfectly well, thank you very much, but I did lose my voice entirely this morning. It was interesting trying to teach. I had a text-to-speech American voice, and what else did I have? A lot of whispering, so it was all good fun. I had a request for the early game to be the Red West game. Okay, so it was going to be on first. We'll put that on first tonight, which means that the first game we will see is Pelham versus Red West. Then we've got, in any kind of order, unless people request anything, we've got Flamingos away to Boston, the top of the table clash. Good evening, Smuts. Sound like Barry White, more like Barry Chuckle. Gondor and Grove, that'll be an interesting game, to say they're 6 places apart. Good evening, Mr. Duggan. Welcome. We've just mentioned your game is there on first tonight. Aussie's Dream, Sprungfeld. That's I think that game will be interesting to see. Can Sprungfeld get back to form, or are Aussie's Dream going to make it a nightmare for Sprungfeld? The horse is horse. That is true. Although it doesn't hurt. And Originale versus Blues, 5 to be somewhere between game 2 and 6. Yes, indeed, because game 7 has to be Mega Horse versus Badgers. It's the game on the Sunday. A game that wasn't streamed the other day, which would have been actually quite interesting to have streamed it, to be honest. Mega Horse's last match, a 2-0 win over Dukla, which, as you notice there, the goals, they were 2 own goals there. One at the end of the first half and one just before the subs were made in the second half, and yeah, not particularly impressive. Eigenrauch and Koch making lots of passes, but that was probably about the highlight. Nobody bothered to run apart from Yashvili. Dukla entirely team of fake players. I'm sure the draw will be made at some point soon for that, but Mr. Dimble is here. Good evening. Swemp with 2 own goals is proper Swemp, isn't it? I don't even know if the draw's been made for the next round, to be honest. While we wait over the next few minutes, we have got a co-commentator joining. There wasn't going to be, but I don't know, I feel like the talk about crisp and cereal and all that is not as fun if you're on your own. Has the draw been made? Nope, it has not yet. So leaking in the cup, that'll be fun. Marcus Severin, Scott's brother, clearly. So some games coming up, the absolute pointless Swedish Cup, which means that it'll be, the Swedish Cup's going to be played as probably a late night round. Going to go for a late night round on Thursday night. That means late night round on Thursday night, post Super League. There will be, just deciding it now, post Super League we will have the Swedish Cup round, so matches in 3 days time. That's purely because I do not want to waste a league night on the pointless Swedish Cup. Mega Horse there, Red West Pacific against Kviding. It's quite, you have to go into all the bits there and have a little look. Let's go to fixtures and do it this way instead. Grove away to Bullion, Goldringer versus Danglies, Scarharm versus Flamingos. Whole suit. I don't have sore throats, I just have a lack of voice, but thank you, Mr. Wooder. Thank you for your concern. Bolsternus versus Sprungfeld and Failer versus Blues. Boston are away at a film. And Kviding, we mentioned those ones. Bergshire versus Divisionale. Itaby versus Badgers. Gondor Aussie's Dream. Vindhem's Poikana versus Pelham. And Arvidsjaur versus Fortuna. So lots and lots and lots of games to have and like I say, a late night Bifrost. I've had a sound. It is the arrival of Quinton Fortuna. He is here in the chat there. Who've we got? We've got Greasy. He's here. He's asked about Barry White as well. Did we say Flamingos? Yeah, Flamingos are in. Flamingos are in the cup, of course, this time round. Quinton. Is Quinton here? I can't.
Quinton is here.
Yes.
He's just been lubing up, ready for his bumming.
That's against a team that are 1 place and 5 points behind you. That's true, isn't it, there?
I don't know, but I'm going to agree.
Sound like what Dimble sounded like in an early lockdown when he had to hide under the curtains on the Zoom chats in case his missus braided him for being too loud. Yeah, well, we all know about curtains. It's better if you have one curtain covering your door or whatever it is. Is that would you agree?
One curtain covering your door?
Yeah, was that not the way of a certain fan of a French football team, Saint-Etienne?
Oh. I see what you're talking about now. Yeah, that's well, I can't comment. I've not been in the house.
Yeah, so Adrian Mutu, the best player in the league. Let's just get some proof of that. Again, it is actually true, but let's get some proof. At 8.3, just ahead of Montella and Inzaghi, so he's not doing too badly there, is he? Mon the Badgers, Scott is here. We've got Smuts and Wooder sending each other some love, so that's good. And Quinton bringing some good fortune. So, yeah.
Jonathan Fortune I've got with me.
Jonathan Fortune ready to, I mean, what did he do after Charlton?
Not an awful lot. He didn't do much at Charlton, to be fair, as well, but Leo Fortune West was good an early version of this, wasn't he? So.
Oh, yes, indeed he was. Let's get started anyway. We've been through the fixtures and, we'll get cracking. So, we've got a first game request. Had to be, it's going to be Red West and Pelham. So, let's get on with this one. And Red West going unchanged for tonight, which means they have no strikers. But we know that last match they got a draw against Mega Horse with it. So, it's not bad, is it?
Yeah, they were playing some weak opposition last time, so they could have capitalised with a win. But I like what they've done with the formation. Obviously, it's a great concept, but I think they've found a side. Last time they got a decent result, and we all like to see Chi in the midfield.
6.09.
2 goals there, so
yeah.
That's been pathetic in the other ones.
And also being able to read it upside down as well. That rating makes it extra special.
Oh, there's a question for you. How much would you define a fortune as?
500. A quinton, I suppose. It has to be.
Very good. Yeah. Good.
Anyway, so yeah, Kawaguchi's been having a jolly good season. I know it's 6.82, but is in amongst his fives he throws in a fair few eights, so it's not bad at all. And yeah, the bottom of the table though, but I think they've got a chance against Pelham, who also themselves have been playing well. Apart from that game there, they played well in the game against Boston, didn't they? When they took the 3-2 victory.
They did, yeah. A cropper bagged one, didn't he, up front? Man of match performance. So did really well there. It's not an easy victory against Boston. So they got the capability of beating anyone on the day, haven't they? And it's a nice little odd formation. It's a bit of a butt plug and then Butterfield out on the right. I suppose Butter providing the lube.
Any quiz questions that don't have a correct answer? We like quiz questions that don't have a correct answer.
I would have thought some quiz questions had there not been a literal last minute call up.
Yeah, I was going to go along, but just checking Butterfield doesn't have an arrow. I mean, if Dimble beats me to it, then that's fine. I'm just going to...
No, he doesn't. I can see him there.
This fixture that retired Curtis Woodhouse earlier in the season. Excellent news. Butterfield does have an arrow, so I'm putting that on. Yeah, making sure it goes on. That's right now. I didn't want to get that wrong. A little buttery arrow. Mr. Savage is here. And up the Savage. Well, who's going to win?
For this one, I think it's going to be a draw. Pelham, like you said, they've got the capability of beating everyone, but Red West had a good result last week, so high on confidence. I'm just going to predict an entertaining 2-2.
Entertaining 2-2. Remember, managers, I'm going to say this again through this round, you can choose your minute for substitutes in the second half. Just decide at half time. Let's go from Freeman Street. And already it looks like Pelham are on the attack. But then down the other, Nakayama's had a go and he's just missed the target. We've got Martin's favourite quiz. Who was the first back Italian footballer? I assume, was that be black Italian footballer or a first Italian footballer with a back?
No, it's good. It was Italian for back. Spinazzola? There's got to be someone before Balotelli, isn't there? What's Stefan Chukokake?
Oh, did he play first? Yeah.
Before?
Is it one?
Maybe even before then.
Clive Mendonca scoring the first goal. Not bad at all. Maybe it was the first time that Arkadiusz Bonk played for Italy. That could be what it is. We're close to half time. Butterfield's just missed the target. And Smuts is saying Balotelli, but I think Okaka, if he did play, would have been before Balotelli.
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
I can't remember if he got capped because he lived up to his name in England, didn't he? But he was quite good as a youngster at Roma.
But oh dear man.
Yeah.
No, I know that Wooden knows he's not Italian.
But he's got D in front of his name, hasn't he? So it's Diomede. That's his name. He's
Someone's
Italian.
good on this game.
Oh, it was
Super
when
Clive.
Fabio Cannavaro dressed as Ainsley Harriott, wasn't it?
Ah, yes, that's it. Was it be somebody who converted from being Brazilian?
Possibly. Didn't think of the non-naturalised.
Just to check, there's Stuart Elliott's down there, 88%.
Well, I don't think live around this black.
Yeah, maybe someone with black hair. So Elliott's is doing okay. About the D on Diomed.
We all love a D. Put that on your soundboard.
Yeah, we heard the soundboard for a while. Yu Sang Chul, a potential shin injury, is also lacking match practice. Young Fan is doing okay. Not a convert.
Well, what sort of era are we talking? So good on this game.
Good on this
game,
yeah.
This is before a Kaka then, maybe, isn't it? It does Bob Matthews count?
Roberto Di Matteo. What, from
He's
Heritage? He was when Where's Palmer?
Well done.
It is
Probably
oh, well, there we are. 66.5. Swap the 5. Sa for the 5. Swap with she. There we are. got that now. Brilliant. Jim's here. Good evening, Jim. And we go on to Duggan, when's your sub going to be made in the second half? Just need to know that one. And
Good question, by the way, Gravesy. Good question.
Yeah, very good question. Yes. That's what we like. We like questions that the answers aren't there straight away, and obviously we're not going to go googling them at this point on here. Liverani is, I believe, he's in my Senegal squad for the AFCON.
Oh, you should have got that.
83.4. Right, okay. Here we go. Second half, we're off the Pelham subs will be sometime around the 66th, 67th minute. We shall see what we can do. And then a late change, of course, going for Red West. It's still 1-0.
Phil Babb.
Oh,
when he hit that post, he was definitely he had a couple of black ones, didn't he?
he just carried on through to 69 minutes. It's Charles Etonge. Any changes there? I mean, the fitness looks all right for the teams, to be honest. And Jimmy Traore. Oh yes. So any substitutes at this point for Pelham? They're playing well, aren't they? 7s and 8s. It's all going all right.
Yeah, no one's letting him down. Dean Gordon again leading the side by example, isn't he? He's been an unsung hero in the last few weeks.
He certainly, I mean, last match obviously not superb, but the rest of the season he has been one of the stars. Just waiting for the subs here. We are Elliot for Welsh.
I'll see what he's done there. Horsey.
And swap with Hughes, and that was very well done. Yes. We haven't got to use that term, aren't we, anymore?
You can if you're doing from the anthology, can't you? That's what you can do if you're doing a bit of poetry.
Yes, it was an interesting poem that. So in the one for presents from my aunts in Pakistan, and what else was in that one? Some Ted Hughes ones. That was it. So we're going to 83.4, is it? On the subs. Oh, lovely. Well, there we are. It'll be 84 when it comes on. I thought that there were players named in there instead of Blame It on Tryout, instead of the Sunshine.
Don't blame it on Finan, Harman, Biscan.
That's it. Conditions are fine, and for a few last minute bursts here, last few minutes burst, or whatever you want to call it, any changes for the Red West as they look for an equaliser?
I think maybe get a striker on.
It was Phil Babb.
I should have guessed. For that. He definitely had black danglies though. When he hit that post, they must have been bruised. He was the correct answer to both.
Cheng Finanami. Where is Finanami? There he is on a 7. Cheng. Blame it on everywhere. Well, that'd be a good one as well. Or blame it on the Boogers. Marco Boogers with his horrendous foul on Gary Neville, or whatever it was. Was it on Gary Neville?
He wasn't Gary Neville, then he went to live in a caravan, didn't he? According to the popular myth.
Whereas Jeroen Boera just died. Anyway.
No joke's on him, isn't it?
5 minutes to go. Any late chances? Who knows? Oh, they've come forward, they've had a go, but it looks like Pelham have taken the 3 points and moved themselves slightly further away from the bottom of the table. Mendonca, man of the match. Lots of 8s for them. Not a single one for Red West, but it was not good. 7 shots, 6 on target, and 1 for Red West. So ABBA, West Ham featuring ABBA there from Smuts as well.
Super Burgers, nice. It's a good result for Pelham. That, like you said, everyone played well, didn't they? And 6 shots on target out of 7, only 1 for the opposition. Of good defensive performance as well as going forward.
Nullified there. yeah, it's got to be said that the victory was well deserved, and I can't really see any sort of exciting stats other than the 10 interceptions of Zhang Enhua.
No, I was just looking up Jerome Bora because when you mentioned him and dying, I had a feeling he'd lost an eye at some point. He got stabbed in the eye when he was
Stabbed in the
a landlord, I think. So
eye. Dean Gordon on six runs and 10 interceptions from Zhang. So very nice there. First black man in The Simpsons. Smithers.
Smithers was black, wasn't he? It'll be
Unless
the
it's Bleeding
doctor
Gums
that.
Murphy.
No, it was the
Dr.
doctor.
Hibbert.
No, the one who did the
Which doctor?
electroshock therapy.
Oh, Marvin Monroe.
Yeah.
Bleeding Gums Murphy, other guess is Sissoko detached retina. Yeah. There we go. Anyway, Divisionale versus Blues next, and there we go.
Also, if we're talking blind football, this Dean Shields only has one eye, doesn't he?
He does, and he's in the Liddesford reserves. So, another player. Just a quick message out there for Steve to let him know that it's on. He's gone for some good stuff going forward. He's pushed Zagara up front.
It's an attacking bench, isn't it? And Zagara up front instead, so he's got the capability of changing it around if it's not working.
Jim's
But yeah,
question
it's
there
a bit lopsided. We've had a couple of lopsided ones tonight.
Yeah, we're 2 in a row. Jim, the Dangley's team is certainly controversial figures, including people who've been in prison and whatnot. Steve is here for his own team, of course. That's just how he does it these days. It was Smithers. Yeah, an accident in production. Yeah, well, an accident in production. That's an interesting way of putting it. That's Shellstrom and Notman there together, and Richie Wellens alongside Dean Keats in defensive mid. He's not necessarily prison, just bad men. I don't know if you can get Edmundo's not in, is he? And
Well, are we classing Stefan Postma as a bad man for liking a bit of pegging? I don't think that's necessarily bad, is it? That's just maybe a bad choice, but I don't think he's quite the same level.
that's true. That is true.
That's personal preference, and it's not criminal.
But
It's other people.
it's not my preference. So Dublin Blues going for this one. At one point, Rox was tempted to drop Taribo West completely and get rid of him from the squad, but a bit of a change of heart, and he is in the first team. So the Bible says. Yeah, Scally, Mark Kerr in his team, Real Arty. It's got a lot of the stronger players for the squad in today.
I'm not sure everyone's all right tonight. It's all a bit lopsided, isn't it? Everything, and it's it's very different. What Mark Anthony up front is doing okay. We normally have the Brazilian fella, don't we? I've forgotten his name off the top of my head. Who doesn't score goals? Paulo Nunes, that's it. I'd like to see Dunwell being given a chance because he's not really had a crack
this season at all. So some circles.
Very good indeed.
Swamp. If you want us to play your game, then early night you catch me in the morning. No something. Do you want us to play your game before you go? Can he hear? Probably not. I'm not sure. He might be on silent. Might not be. Who knows? I'll give it 30 seconds, and if he says he wants his game played before he goes, we'll play that one first and then come straight back to this one. Yeah.
Fair enough. Is that how Dean Shields lost his eye? Having a night out with Stefan Postma. There you go. You'd have thought there was something around the back rather than at the front.
Did he go out with Stefan Postma at birth or whatever? Or was he born without an eye, or did he lose it early?
He lost it early. He'd never had one, I don't think. I don't think even on this game, I can't remember what happened to him. Whether it was just natural or shot himself in the eye, that might be the rugby player.
Shot himself in the eye. Right, we're going to go with this one. Predictions.
I'm going to go for 7-2.
7-2. Oh yes, is there anything that suggests that we know why there might be a 7-2 on the cards?
They've been conceding a few actually recently, originally. They're not in the best of form, but I'm backing them to win 7-2. I'm going to
Yeah.
turn it right around.
Yeah. Well, let's see. Here we go. The game is underway. Steve, make sure you let us know what time you want your subs when it comes to half time. Alex Notman has scored. It's 1-0 to Divisionale, trying to make that gap to the top 7 a little smaller. Richie Wellens with a chance as well. They've certainly, I don't know, the ratings don't suggest they're doing better, but the goal scoring tally does. Taribo West and Alex Notman playing the best on the pitch at the moment. Some players struggling to get going. Collins with a couple of chances there. Tyler was able to deal with it, and Agostinho makes it 2-0. This is going very well for them. Scally and Collins down on 5s. Not going the best. Oh, Mark Kerr has pulled one back. Absolutely flying up their chance as well for Collins just before half time. And it is half time. It's 2-1. That game picked up in the last 15 minutes.
Yeah, it's been a good half, hasn't it, really? Originally, I've had the bulk of the players, you can see from that, but took the chances early on and got in front. And Alex Notman was interesting, the first footballer to choose his own gender identity, wasn't he? That's why he got named that way, but justified his selection. All his passes complete, 1 goal, an 8 rating. Agostinho's doing well as well. He's not done an awful lot on the ball, Agostinho, unless he's been dribbling all the time rather than passing.
Maybe he has. We'll have a quick check of that as Tato is here. Good evening, Tato. Yeah, he's been dribbling a lot, twice. Wellens and Zagara on the ball a few times as well. Shelston's had a very quiet first half. I wonder if Steve will be thinking of getting Jurgensen on. Maybe Martin for Shelston. Martin Peterson. Coming on, who incidentally, of course, on commentary, I cannot click him. There we are, finally. I'm struggling to click him. He doesn't want to go. Nope.
It's a Carlos Tevez incident, isn't it?
Let's just see if I can close anything off that doesn't need to be open. Save that one. Yeah, it was just about having something open. That's right, isn't it? Arrows on him and Notman. There we are. Thoughts on Sting Tofting? He's Desert Rose of a player, isn't he?
He's yeah, you could say that.
I think he's the dying well.
Very good. Yep. Call the police and all these jokes. I've not really seen too much of him, to be honest. He had 1 good game that I remember, but I don't really remember an awful lot other than that.
I think he's been solid. He has been solid. Blues will be making no first half subs. I haven't seen Rocks, and there's no point there. So they'll go to 60. Steve, what's your minute for subs? C6 Steve, did I just say that? Almost. What's that, Quinton?
I imagine Sig Tofton's going to come back to home.
You've muted yourself again.
It's just going on and off mute. I don't know what it is. Am I back now?
No.
Sig Tofton will come back to haunt me at some point. I have my mouse hovered on mute, you see, because I don't know if you got the background noise of the dog chewing his bone right next to the speaker. I keep taking it off him, but he keeps getting more.
Sorry, we had some of the strangest background noise in Super League the other day with Ian Campbell. So always has his marker not to stand so close to me. Oh, lovely. This is what we like. Steve hasn't named a minute, so I'm going to 60. Okay, that's we'll go to 60. Second half is kicked off, so I will do 60. If it comes in the next 5-6 seconds or so, it'll have been done at half time. Zagara has made it 3, and this is going extremely well for Divisionale. They are on course for 7. Surely.
I don't think they can count as on course, can they? If it's not 3.5 by half time.
Nah, that would be absolutely fine. He can't stand losing his man. Oh yes, I wonder how he gets told what to do when it comes to the pitch.
Who's the manager of Blues? Is it Roxanne?
Yeah, he didn't want to put on the substitute. Definitely. Steve, you got Wellens who's struggling with a bit of fitness. He's saying as is. Oh, wonderful. And Blues, none of them are on anything particularly struggling, and there's no instructions there. So, yeah, they'll continue to the game as well.
I was trying to work out what police song Steve Wants 69 is, and then I realised it was the sub-minute. I thought it was just gone with Brian Adams rather than Sting.
It was the Steve 160. That'll be a superb song there. It's yeah, this is still Division Ali holding on to it. There's 10 minutes to go, and it looks like they might well be playing in fields of gold if they can hold on to the victory at this point. And yeah, C60 puns. I don't know many. All I know is it cut My Wings or something? Is that one of his songs? That's a good
Cut
song.
My Winkle. What?
Winkle. It's the
Talking about
Dutch for shop.
circumcision. Well, wheel.
Winkle's Dutch for like shop or supermarket or something like that. Probably not supermarket. Anyway, Tyler's got a 9. Agostino's got a 9. Plenty of 8s. Great performance there. And Mark Kerr, the shining light of the Blues. But yeah, well deserved for Division Ali.
Yeah, it's interesting. 9 for Tyler. I mean, he's made 4 saves, hasn't he? But
Steve's done.
they didn't seem to be under that much pressure. Oh, there you go.
Done already. 6 dribbles for Wellens, 5 interceptions for Estai, and 6 interceptions for Tiernan. For Blues, Neil Scally, 2 out of 12 tackles. That's pretty horrendous.
Yeah, that's poor, isn't it? That's not very good. Mark Kerr's shown him up in his defensive midfield position, hasn't
he? Indeed. And Wooder is not massively impressed with Steve's disappearing act. So anyway, go to the next game. Gondor versus Grove. Neither manager's here, so we'll get through the games. I mean, Stu, hope you're doing alright, Stu. Obviously at the moment you're unavailable unless you are watching, in which case of course we say hello. And Swan has gone. He wants no subs where necessary. Vokos is in to replace the injured or suspended Bango.
I'm just looking. Is it Fuck Off Stee Dog that's the C6 Steve's son?
I like that one.
It sounds a bit like Sea Dog, isn't it? That's what it is. Yeah, it's an interesting formation. This I like how they're going forward with it, and I mean it's not a bad attacking midfield. 3 of the 4. Ricardo Garden not so much, but he's I suppose he's balanced now.
3 sixes in a row, yeah.
He's not really a defender either, but
he just seems to be a bit of a bolt onto the squad.
Yeah, very good. You keep making these jokes. Johnson and Carlo in defensive mid, quite solid in there, and Vokalos has some decent stats, but I eyed him for a couple of seasons before, and he's prone to the odd poor game, although he's got the technical stats that you need in certain ones. So we'll see how they get on tonight. But yeah, I like it. I like what they've done. They've gone bold, and good luck to them.
Yeah, it's. I mean, Sampam just not getting a match at the moment this season. Kenny Lunt, do you feel like Kenny Lunt deserves more time in the team?
Oh, absolutely, yeah. They've let him down there, haven't they? Oh, Wood is asking for Beatles puns. Can anyone help?
Hey! Sons of Gondor forever. Oh, it would be pretty bad. Yeah, that was Michael Jackson, sorry, wasn't it, that one? Grove's team unchanged from last time. No, one change. John Curtis is out and Lauren is in at the back.
Yeah, I mean it's not much of a difference really, is it? They're probably similar abilities on this one, but nice formation. It's a nice little star, isn't it? And they have been a star performer over the last few weeks. These guys going forward.
Here comes the Sons of Gondor.
Well, you missed them. They get back before as well. Happy to get back to them.
Yeah. So, Chris Hope for AFCON. Yes. Yeah, we all know where Chris Hope is for the AFCON. Because you do, Quinton, you're not watching it at all. Well, you're not.
Is he? China.
Yes, that's right. Well done.
Yeah.
Good
there
stuff.
You go.
Yeah, he's gone to Algeria again with Mr. Savage.
Well, I hope he plays well.
Hey, predictions.
I'm just. This is out of hope more than anything else. I'm going to say 2-1 Gondor.
2-1
I need
Gondor.
Grove to lose
Slow
the
down.
form at the minute.
Quinton, why are you not in the AFCON?
I'm a busy man. I've got plenty of other things to do. So I need to be
Oh,
responsible as it stands.
oh, it's a red card for Vokalos after 10 minutes. I mean,
On to the odd bad game.
yeah, prone to the odd bad game. Now, I suppose what makes sense here is that Baron joins the back three.
Yeah, I think it would make sense at the start without making any changes.
Yeah, and then just Aragon in the middle with an arrow forward. That did not work. Well, Vokalos, I think he's Vokalos's
Interesting
place.
though, he's got a 7. So he was one of 2
His,
players with a 7 as he
his
got sent
average
off for
rating's
that.
gone up. Patrick Berger gets the opening goal. He gets sent off and his average rating goes up. That's brilliant.
That rating will go down later.
What, you think it'll drop by the end of the match?
Berger's got another one. He's on for a hat trick, isn't he?
Oh, yes, the Patrick hat-trick, yeah. Yeah, with being the only one that hasn't been the only one. Kamuna hasn't made the draft, he hasn't made
He's
it.
the only
So,
Patrick with a K at the end, like an IK rather than ICK.
Gove, Michael Gove. Biker Gove, that'll be one of the worst TV programs ever. Like Jeff replaced by Michael Gove.
Or Achille in the later ones.
Oh no,
Depends what era
Achille
he comes in.
can still be in it. My man, Michael
Who's the
Michael
first Black
Gondor.
Deathly?
Gondor, what's that?
Who's the first Black Dangly, wasn't he, Achille?
Oh, look at this. We got the Gondor side just not managing to do quite enough for this one. No subs unless injured, was it?
Maybe. Carr maybe picked up a knock because he's quite low fitness. It's normally Diop and
Yeah.
Aragon, isn't it? But Carr's not playing well and he's a bit lower
Yeah,
than
we'll do
usual.
that at 60. We'll do that at 60 and Dario Silva to come out at 60 minutes.
But
Finnan,
I thought from Grove, isn't it?
yeah, very good. And we'll see how they can get going in the rest of it. But yeah, there's some songs going in. I can't quite keep up with the song chat while I'm trying to make the subs. But I think this is it more Beatles. Zivkovic has gone off injured. Zivkovic is off injured. I think. Will this be a treble change? He does some treble changes now and then, doesn't he, Stu?
I don't remember one, to be honest. I normally see Dario Silva come on, but it'd be nice to see him come on, wouldn't it?
I think Sean Davis is going to have to go and play at the back.
Yeah, I don't think you'd lose Finnan to the centre back, would you? That's out of position. No one else can do it. Sean Davis is
Finnan
defensive.
for Robert, and do we have Dario Silva on or not?
Well, they're playing against 10 men, aren't they? So
Yeah.
I'm tempted for it.
Canu for Dario Silva.
Yeah, that'll do. Well, then if they lose it, you haven't got a leg to stand on.
And Gondor, yeah, we'll take Carr off at this point due to the fact that and Aragon, he's on a yellow and he's done in, so that would be
Carr needs a pit stop, doesn't he?
And Batata is in that position. Then would you switch Batata and Baron?
Yeah, I would. I'd probably, yeah, I think Batata's more naturally defensive, isn't he?
Yeah, let's do that. Half an hour left in this one. It seems that Grove had this one wrapped up quite early on. The 10-minute red card was not impressive. Didn't take 10 minutes to give him the red card, obviously. It was just in the 10th minute. Diop's been booked. He's not having a good game either.
It is quite impressive to be sent off for 2 bookings. Was it the same incident, do we know?
Yeah, as he reacted. We should have a look. D'Alessandro scores to make it 3-0. And with just 5 minutes to go, it's looking comfortable. It's looked comfortable for a long time. Oh, a yellow card given up to Dario Silva. Another chance just off target. 3-0 it is. 3-0, and Gondor did not have a shot. Nondor. And 11. Looking imperious, says Tato. Grove getting better all the time. Yep. It's Yeah, so he's
Smuts
been.
has just sat there with the Beatles discography, getting there one after the other. And all that.
So Vokolos is booked. Aragon's had an argument with the
The ref.
referee and being booked, and then Vokolos has been booked, and then he kicked the ball away. That's pretty unforgivable. Winning a throw in. Well done. One throw in, no corners, one throw in. That's better than Leddersford in a recent match. So that's very good there. Winning one throw in.
15 free kicks though, 9 of them offsides. So
71 attempted passes from Samuel Johnson. He kept himself busy. Chris Perry winning 15 tackles, but still not enough. And 6 interceptions from Johnson. He only got himself a 7.
yeah, some good individual performances, isn't there? Really? I mean, obviously not as good rating wise as Grove, but it's a bit easier when you've got an extra man on the pitch. So yeah, I suppose it's fairly respectable. The end only being 3. But yeah, a bit disappointing not to have a shot with that attacking lineup, isn't it? It's just ruined the game as the red.
Yeah, indeed. Look at that. Tato loves burgers. It's Aussie's Dream versus Sprungfeld, the match that has been eagerly anticipated by Smuts and Savage. And as we look at the Sprungfeld team for today, Mike Duff has gone out to right wing back, and Krusic is in. Milo Krusic for the first time in quite a while.
Yeah, I haven't seen an awful lot of Christie on this, so it'll be interesting to see how he gets on. Jeff's in his natural position there, isn't he, in defensive mid, so hopefully he'll impress us with the man of the match performance. But it's nice. I like what they've done with the anchor formation. So I think they should beat this shower, shouldn't they?
We shall see. A little help from my friends not to lose this. Oh, look at that. Did I even sort out? Did I sort out Aussie's Dream? I must have. I must have sorted them out. I'm gonna just check that I actually read the messages in terms of that one.
It doesn't really matter, does it? To be fair, I mean they're not very good at all, so it doesn't matter if you'd arrange them in the slightest.
Oh, it was the same team. That was it. It was to keep the same team. I think yes. Uh, yeah, it's the same team. Absolutely. Yeah, and so Aussie's Dream. There we are. Same team as last time, with lots of arrows.
Yeah, I think it's going to be 3-0 at least to Sprungfeld in here, but I
Even
mean they're
away.
doing what they can, can't they? I mean, Tato's not a fan.
But he still chucks in a Beatles song title. What's with the random copy and pasting just a little? Oh, he's put the comma in. He's put the comma in, that's what it's all about. He's a comma chameleon.
Is that the Beatles? I didn't realise they'd
Yeah,
done that
they
one.
did it. They did it originally, and that's when the Culture Club had a go later on. So Aussie's Dream, look at that. You put players like Melvin Brown and Eric Zedder up against Willie Byrne and Eddie Pope. Who's going to win? He said Aussie's Dream 3-0 defeat. So we'll see how they
I think so. Yeah, I think so. I can't see anything different.
play this game 8 days a week and still not win. Be very tired if you did. It's 1-0 and Mike Duff, playing in a different position, has come forward and he has scored. It is 1-0 early on, and that's certainly. Oh, Saha's had one disallowed. Oh, who ruled the goals out from the Saha men? It's currently Brooker's taking a yellow card. Oh, another Beatles song there. I should have known better. Yes, there's a lot of Beatles songs, aren't there? Yeah, I think what we really think at the moment is that Aussie's Dream need a revolution. We're 5 minutes to half time. It's down the other end against Sprungfeld looking for another, but Aussie's Dream looking for an equaliser at this point as he comes forward. Yellow card for Nedved, and we go to the break at 1-0. They're not out of it, but they can't get a shot on target, and they've had no throw-ins.
Oh, that's
Yes!
disappointing without the Browns.
Von
Vun
Fly!
Vun for your
Yeah!
information. That's what it is.
Yeah!
Vun is the key thing, isn't it? Yeah, Sprungfeld, I think if they got that second goal early on that was ruled out, I think they'd be running away with it now, but maybe they're doubting themselves after a poor run of form. won 90% of the tackles though, which is a good sign they're defending well.
Yes, not bad at all. 90%. Smart said he changes at half time. You got Steve Brooksteen on a 5, and then we've got Sprungfelt. Looking at this at the moment, they are. I don't think they got any. Is Alyssa Debe injured? Yeah, potential thigh injury. Subs at 16 off until then from Savage, and Smuts. You're making it at 64 minutes today, due to your Beatles. Talberg as well is on a knee injury. No changes, let it be. Yeah, just name your minute for your subs, and then we can start the second half. Will he still sub when it's 64? Yeah, see, this Wooders agreeing with us as well. Although he probably typed it in before I've said it on his stream, on his screen.
I think we had the 64-minute from Smuts about half hour ago, I think.
We did, I think so. Yeah, I'll make them on those for this game. Ooh, it's yeah, did a 64 joke ages ago.
It was about Nintendo.
It might be over at 64 is right now. So it's going to be 2 minutes apart, these substitutes here. They've got a free kick. Krušić is just a bit tired. Elisa Devi's on 80% now. And ratings are here for Mr. Savage.
Anyone want to make a joke about 64?
There's a lot of 64s going on there. Would you be taking off Saha, do you think? Bringing on Cuevas?
I'd take off Elisa Debbie and bring on Cuevas with his injury. He's only going to get worse, isn't he?
Elisa Debbie off. The tension is there.
Could bring on Lurleen if it's
Just
been
Elisa
on
Debbie off. Lurleen.
There you go.
He's lumpkin on the striker. If you are making another change, Savage, just let us know. I will go over to Aussie's Dream in... Oh, hang on. In 2 minutes. So oh, that's tremendous. Cuevas is... Yeah, so done. There we are. And... Anyway, it's gone past 64, sadly, but that's clicking it at that time. 68, when I'm 64, and a few years later. Brooker on a 5, Talbot down to 76, Zena on 81, Cuevas to the right. He said done, but Cuevas to the right. I will move him over. He said, yeah. I did think about it, so I will do it anyway. But Aussie's Dream, I look at those while I just make the quick switch. Strong team. I was thinking Cuevas surely wouldn't be in the middle, but there we are. Got to get you into my 5. Jordanos and Matchday. Oh, that's brilliant, Jim. Coming on respectively for... Hey. Jim's deleted it. It was a tremendous joke. I assume he's coming off of the other way around. There we are. And Jordanos wasn't going to play right wing back. Oh, nice. He's typed it in again. That's great. Quinton's on mute.
I'll be 2 minutes. I just need to sort the dog out.
Oh, right. There we go. There we are. It's still 1-0. There's only a few minutes to go. And this game is almost at the end. A late chance for an equaliser. Oh, it's a miss from Ridgeway. And a final whistle. And Mike Duff's early goal in the 3rd minute is enough to win. No shots on target for Aussie's Dream. 18 times caught offside. And that obviously is a bit of a downfall for them. Yeah, I think that nobody really running with the ball, no one doing a lot of stuff there, and yeah, they held on, Sprungfelt. With Nedved 6 tackles, the most prolific tackler in the team. And again, no one really making too many runs. Nedved quite good there. So, well played to both, but Sprungfelt the victors. Fortuna versus Dunkley as well. Quinton isn't here right now, so we go to the match between Boston and Flamingos. We'll do that one. And so it goes over to that, and Boston for today's match of Dianigi and Luiso up front. They've gone back to their 4-1-3-2. Wait just a minute, Mr. Posma. Lovely. So, yeah, I think that Boston are looking good. We've got a change of formation for the Flamingos today. They've gone for it's a formation Tato knows and loves. And yeah, I know I played it at Stackington last season quite a bit. Mr. Savage looks like he's retracted a message from quite a while ago. Didn't think he'd alter, and he did alter the team for today. But Kewell and Dyer out wide, much stronger than before. Addo, Ambrosini and Williams at the back. Obviously the weak link is the defence, but going forward they look exciting, they look very, very strong. And we will go into the match. Yeah, so we'll have a look. It's Jonas Eriksson refereeing, and Quinton is back. Quinton, we were going to go to your game, but you weren't there, so we've gone to the top of the table-ish clash between Boston and Flamingos.
Yeah, that's why. Yeah, the dog just needed to be sorted out, so he's quite happy now.
Can you just notice in the chat how many retracted messages from Mike?
He's retracting everything. He
doesn't want to be here.
No evidence that he's been in this game, is it?
He's just gone. What's going on? It's like message retracted all the way through. He hasn't been banned, has he?
He must have made a horrendous Beatles pun that just didn't fancy.
I'd
like to say 2-1 Boston, by the way, this one.
2-1. Like it was.
Are we on slow speed, or is it just?
It was slow. It was slow. Dianigi scores to make it 1-0. It's what do you want from us?
We will never know because he's taking it back.
Is this? Yeah, get back. He's all doing it with the message. He's just singing it to himself.
Maybe he's singing for help. Or SOS, and he's moved on to ABBA. He's just gone early.
Oh dear. It's still 1-0. I just keep reading the chat to see what's going on. But yeah, Boston 1-0 up. A yellow card given to Zowli. They've got 3 yellows now on Boston, just over the bar from the Flamingos, and it's half time. It's 1-0. Inzaghi's having a bit of a nightmare match, but Boston are holding on.
Very good.
Not even in this. Well, the stats wouldn't say that. You've had more chances. So, and if we look in possession, 54-46, not too far out of that. Choking back the tears. When's this one going to be retracted? Savage. We'll go to Fifey, of course, because he's here. And I mean, Greasy.
Flamingos have had most of the territory as well. They're 29% in Boston's defensive third.
Was Greasy here at the beginning and then disappeared, or is he still here? Right.
Maybe he's looking at more trivia questions, because that was a good question. And
of course, yeah, he was here. Kieran Dyer, lots of runs, lots of interceptions, and quite a few offsides. So, just a suggestion. What are you going to do? Fifey, nobody apart from Dyer looking like they've got any problems. It's a shin injury. Oh, we know Dyer has shin problems. And Torricelli may end up, if he keeps... Oh, he started at 90%, Torricelli, so, he's not too badly at all. Go to 70. And no reply from Greasy, so I suggest we're going to 60 there. So we'll Goes to the Boston side first of all. They're looking for a second, bringing the shot count pretty close. And another yellow card is at Scarchili as well. So they're looking like they're a little vulnerable. But the substitutes could be made here. Is there anyone that needs to go off? Nobody playing very badly. Torricelli's lost 8%, so I think that they're going to stay as they are. They have no strikers on the bench to be able to do
Yeah,
it.
that makes sense. Doing alright, aren't they?
Yeah, doing okay as it is. Commentary slows down again for some nonsense reason. Don't quite understand what that is. We're going to 70 minutes, aren't we? They've just had a chance. It clicked, but it didn't click. It's just gone to 75. Yeah, hammering down the button, but it only went at 72. Apologies. But yeah, Dyer on 72, Brugink on 81. Hopefully you could hear me mashing the pad. But yeah, anyway, Barry Ferguson.
You can see the button pressed as well, though, can't you? When it's
Yeah, but you couldn't see it at 70. And it didn't click till 72. So, yeah, it didn't work at 70 as it was supposed to do. But yeah, it's gone to 75. Afkontai, we couldn't get the else attacking mids. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it was very weird that the certain attacking midfielder or something just couldn't run the same as the other player. I think there's one attacking mid that could run here and one of them that could run all the way up there. Go back to ratings, of course. Yep. And it's Williams and Inzaghi on 5s. Invincible for Dyer. Yeah, I don't know if you've ever seen that sort of thing before, where the arrows don't quite go the same.
No, I haven't. It's an unusual one, that.
Yeah, I mean, and they even looked different when you looked at all the with ball, without the ball stuff. They had a different position with the ball.
Oh, unusual. Maybe Alfred done a bit of scouting and sorted him out.
He's changing things up, so there must be another sub coming up, I assume, unless he wants us to watch the ratings for a while. I mean, it's quite, most of them are odd numbers.
We always tend to have a long sub, don't we, with 5 feet. Smuts is another one who not takes forever, but he was very quick today.
There we are. We've got Liparopoulos for Inzaghi and Archie.
I would have seen it if I wasn't so busy. You're right, would I? I've got 4 exams in the next 3 months. So I'm a busy man.
GCSEs.
Yes, GCSEs, correct.
There we are.
Resitting them for the 40th time
this week. Oh, a chance there. They look at the yellow cards all there. 5 yellow cards against 2. Invincible's come on and taken one himself. So, this game's got disciplinary problems here. What are your exams for? Oh, Flamingos are level with a goal from Eto, and it's a draw.
That's a smash and grab, innit? It's a late one.
Yeah, well...
my exams are on feeding a baby, would I? Just like Smuts. No, they're accountancy ones.
A 1-all draw. Fifi it's got some limbs apparently. It's good. But yeah, it's 1-all. It's the shots certainly say Flamingos were the team that were doing most of the attacking work. He's got absolute limbs, not partial ones, but absolute limbs, which is.
Come on, there's no need to pick on Dario Silva, is it? That's not nice.
Greasy's cracking up. It's not just in the Swemp that Greasy's team's not quite working out at the moment. But I'm not one to talk about that. Pause. Zowley with 4 interceptions and 6 runs and 2 offsides. He was quite full of the stuff. Over at the other side, Dyer was certainly very productive when he was playing, but he wasn't on the pitch when his team scored the goal. Assisted by Cambiasso and finished by Samuel Eto'o. So, yeah, a fair result in the end to say that Boston had the lead for so long that the shots of Flamingos suggested that they deserved something from that.
Yeah, they dominated the game, didn't they? So it's, like you said, probably fair, a draw, but if Flamingos had scored early, they might have gone on to win it.
And interestingly enough, 28 empty seats, 28 teams in Swemp. There we are. Fortuna versus Dangley. So there we are. Yeah, a good result for the league, Tato says, and I think that's a good way of putting it. For yourself also, it's looking decent if you can get something off the Dangleys today. And Terry is in for Woodgate as the only change.
Oh, that's even worse. No one likes John Terry. I'm just looking forward to Stig Tofty. I think he's going to come to haunt me now that I've said it. I can remember him having one good game, but I don't remember an awful lot he's done. He's got some decent stats. I mean,
Good ratings
his
recently.
form's not bad. Yeah, two eights and 3 7s. Better than a lot of the people on my team.
2 8s and 3 7s, which would be just below his average season form, which it's going pretty well there. Postma in goal again, so you do always have a chance to put one around the back of him.
We haven't got John Barnes, we can't.
Yeah, it's only one way to beat him. Yeah, it's looking decent from Dangley's, and unchanged yourself for today as well.
Yeah, they didn't do an awful lot wrong last time, so I thought I'd give him another run out. Bench probably isn't as strong as it could be, but might have to bring Hughes on in an attacking position. So we'll see how he gets on.
He's starting to get a little better.
I think his ability is about 50 to start with, so he's not brilliant. But he did have an excellent season when I was in Wales once. He got 30 and 34 and it wasn't for me. And he's got his mate as well. I can't remember his name. I want to call him Morgan. He was really Barry Morgan.
Barry is in the Italian city.
Very good.
Town. Tested this exact game and bummed your head off.
Well, I can't wait for that result then.
Yeah, well, it's nice to know people do test. But,
I'll be happy to not lose this one. Because Stangley's are in some good format and they're making a push, so we'll see how we get on.
They are. This should be a close one, especially with Fortuna at home. And your commentary slow because you were, of course, sacked. Both managers been sacked
with the best defensive record at the time. I don't know what it is now, but
yeah, you were both sacked at the same time. So Tofting takes a yellow card. That's a prison sentence for him, isn't it?
Yeah, it's not a surprise. He likes to tackle.
Oh, chance as well. There's a goal from Martin Lawson, scoring the opening one. Romeo's taken a yellow card as well. Romeo for 2-0. Fortuna 2. Dangley's bumming their heads off 0. And this is going the way of the Tuners. And will they make it 3 before half time? A chance again. They are on the attack still. It's dying out a little bit now. A chance down the other end. Maybe Mutu's not quite got going this game yet. And 2-0 at half time it is. It's all about Postma. What's your choice, Postma or Keem?
Yeah, I'm a keen man.
Keeman.
You can't rule out the odd Postman every now and again. Try anything once. I just wait till they had the drink then, that's all I was doing it for.
Would making no subs for yourselves?
Tato's got some anatomical problems, hasn't he? If he's asking if Danglers are close to the top, it's you need to have someone look at them. They're just hanging below.
Dangley's are on 22 points before this game, so they're in 8th, I believe.
Just till 60 for me. I'll just go the conventional classic.
Wooder, what minute are you making your subs, or is it just none in general? It's make your calls when it is Edge of 4, 5 tackles out of 5. Gary Croft. It's being Gary Croft. So
showing John Terry how to do it, isn't he? 1 out of 2 tackles and both headers missed.
Doing very, very well. I'm not, mate. So no subs. No subs.
Are you making any subs? Yeah.
Yes, there we are. Right, we get to 60 minutes and they just go completely subless as it is at the moment. Will they get back into the game? They are looking much more lively at the start of the second half, but Tofting has gone. And what's that, a straight red?
No, he's got a yellow and red, hasn't he?
I think it just. I didn't see a yellow. So
I was too busy laughing. I closed my eyes laughing, and then he went. I'm so sorry, Woody. That was disrespectful, but yeah, I was laughing.
will there be any subs? Leave as is sound. Leave as is sound. Good. The match report will be interesting. What do you make of Steve Tofting? What do you make of Steve Tofting now, Quinton?
Yeah, good player.
You're going for
Happy
60
with him.
minutes, yeah?
60, please.
60,
Yeah,
I thought.
thereabouts. If he's not 60, I'm going to go mental.
I don't know, he should. Oh, it's 3. And it's Peralta 61. Oh, he's left the chat. He's left. He's gone. So you've got
They leave.
no real fitness issues whatsoever. And 3-0 it is.
Yeah, I'm going to take. I'm going to take Zeriba. No, I'm going to leave him on. I'll take Romeo off and stick on the main man.
Hughes.
Yep. And we might as well give.
Salmas leads again, doesn't he?
Yeah, he can have a run out. Why not? Stick him on instead of Shunsuke Nakamura.
Yeah.
That'll do. Thank you.
There he is.
Come back to me.
3-0 it is, and it was a goal for Peralta. Zeriberto immediately goes up to a 10. Lee Hughes takes a yellow card now.
Oh, we got an update on Clarkson from Woody.
Is that what he's doing?
Apparently so, yeah. Just stick Geordie back there, please.
Any changes to position-wise, or are you just going to leave him where he is?
No, he's all right. He'll do that.
Yeah, so the injury to Larson is a slight concern, but 3-0 is a good cushion. Mutu, he's on.
Just need to injure my keeper now, don't they?
Yes, yeah. Then it all comes into plan. Lee Hughes sent off for a foul on the keeper, and the 9 men score 4. Game's getting quiet at the moment. You could say for Wood. Oh, Zeriberto goes as well.
Yeah, just. Oh, I need a wide. Don't I? Just
have
stick
somebody
Sal
else
left
out
wing
wide,
back
yeah.
then in that case.
There we are. Just leave it that.
Yeah.
But for Wood,
It's going to be end of game, isn't it?
the game's gone. So it is. It's full time. 2 players lost at the end, with Larson on a foot injury and Zeriberto on a knee injury, and
He'll be out for the season.
Zeriberto's 32% is not a great sign. But
Sandler's got an 8 though, to be fair, off the bench there, didn't he? But I mean, what we can say from that, the headline is 10 man for Fortuna beat Danglers, so I can't blame Tofting for that
10
performance.
dribbles from Paul Ince.
He was renowned for it, wasn't he?
Some of the most dribbles of the season coming from Paul Ince. That is superb. Emre attempting 17 tackles is also interesting.
The 10 tackles he missed were all Ince dribbling around him.
Yeah, that was pretty right, actually. Yeah, you got a point.
It'd be nice if it was just that one long run from Ince where it's just Ince has the ball in the match reports. Yeah, he checks stuff with Tofting's red card.
I do feel sorry for Zeriberto not getting man of the match. He's been beaten to it by his goalkeeper.
I never get that when they end up giving it to lower rating. What was Tofting's red card, by the way?
Oh yes, what was it for? So his first yellow card was tripping Zeriberto. Oh, and his second one was it was a straight red card for shoving Umit Davala. A straight red.
Fair play. Umit Davala's a bit of a tit.
Who's actually playing better than ever at the moment.
I think they had an argument of Umit Davala's Mohican. Tofting was jealous and pushed him.
So there's 6 of the games played, and we'll skip through to the next day. But no team has scored twice. And it's interesting, little spread of things there. We've got 5 teams on 1 goal, 4 teams on no goals, and 3 teams on 3. And we'll check the tables out. Obviously, you can see the positions and things there. We'll check the tables out at the end of the round. They'll be asking me about appeals and things as we go through. But just to push through here on the rest of this day. Baldini with suspension. Larson's up for a month, and Zeriberto
2 weeks.
for 2 weeks.
I'll do. I'm up with that.
Yeah, not bad at all. Get the league on. Well, there's another game to go. Yep. Chechnya and Botcaps are waiting for Tofting. Tofting, as he should be actually, surely. But
appeal it. It's only pushed him.
There's no appeal. There's no appeal there. They have to genuinely be Vokos was stupid.
Support a protest, unbelievable.
Gondor, I think they might have a manager going. Ulf Kirsten up for 3 weeks. He's already out for
Want to
this.
see the league table before a game just to see them fly up the table after. That's a good idea.
Andrew Martin suspended for 3 years, and here we are. Badgers, it says they're third, and we will not be checking the table before the game. And a quick look at the Badgers side, which has 2 changes from last time out. I think it's got Cabello in attacking mid and Malevsky in defensive mid, and the players that they've replaced have gone onto the bench. So it's strong, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a strong squad, isn't it, overall? It's I mean, there's no place in the 16 for Harasimovic, so it's decent, isn't it? Hersey and Jack both centre mid. They'll be formidable. Cabello's probably not having a great season, I don't think, from what I've remembered. I mean, he might be doing well, I just don't remember
Just
him
have a
doing
quick
anything.
click on him. I am just checking something for Tato that he has suggested to Scott. No, it's not been a great season for Cabello. Just checking for Tato that Scott hasn't actually put Rayard into the lineup.
Is he available?
He's not on the bench either. No, he just doesn't want him in. There we are. 2 managers.
I reckon he has, but who are they playing? And the manager's just not started it.
Well,
They'll play Mega House.
they've all got the proof. Yeah. Wood is going before this match.
Good evening, Woody.
So yeah, it's looking a decent team, and I think at the moment, Mega Horse team struggling to score goals. Did you see the? Were you there when we looked at Mega Horse in Europe last time out?
No, I wasn't, but they've scored goals in the past, haven't they?
Yeah, they have scored goals in the past, but they didn't score any in that game. But they did in one match, I believe. Yeah, just when they got 7 there up against Mr. Savage. Putting his hand up. He's just waving. So I look to the team for today. Eigenrauch has not quite recovered to 100% after the European Games a few days ago. And Sebastian and Driller are there on the bench, a little bit unfit. But apart
You've
from
got Wonky with your formation as well.
yeah, Wonky Willie. It's where he is there. Just figure that sort of getting better out of a wing back there for him, but neither right-sided defensive midfield winger type player has really worked out this season for them. Villi with just 2 goal contributions in the league. Sebastian,
732 is not bad overall.
It's all right, but I feel that they could do better when you got Bart Hoare on the other side, who's been playing a lot better.
Yeah, 10 assists, not bad, is it, in all competitions? But I like your little trio you've got. Not a Chendu, but the other sort of the 2 centre backs, the defensive mid. They're a formidable 3 out of those 3. But I think we're going to see a big
Chendu,
game from.
Is it Chendu being kind of victimised by those 3, maybe?
Yeah, he's a little bit. Yeah, the known as the KK, and then Arthur Radislav Kudlesny. But yeah, we'll see a big game from Jurgen Kohler. I think he's got a 9 tonight.
Kohler with a 9. Recent performances: 3 6s in his last 5 games.
Yeah, you just not manage him right.
Yes,
Just got to tell him he's the best.
Clearly the fact there, isn't it? Kohler as captain, that's good. I meant to put him there anyway. Let's see how this one goes on. Do you think there's going to be a winner?
I'm going to say 1-1.
1-1.
That's more hope again, but 1-1.
The stadium's gone missing, by the way. It's one of those things where we just don't know what's happened.
Still not online.
No, and lost his manager's job as well. Back to Ryan. Ryan takes over at North Trafford, the 4th manager this season for that club.
They're like Watford, aren't they?
They are. Liam Pio takes a yellow card, and Badgers going forward. Oh, a chance there. Did Sebastian clear that off? Sebastian's not playing. Oh, Sebastian playing for Badgers. Yeah, I think Sebastian cleared it off the line. I think somebody cleared it off the line after that chance.
What's the against me from Tato there? What's that refer to?
Standard against me. That's I don't know.
Was it the bias and hoping it's going 1-1? I don't want these 2 to win.
Anyway, Cabello off for Collins. He's called it already, and yeah, it seems right. 83% as well. So he's picked up. Tato never goes by condition, but he could visualise the condition of that.
And he's playing
Oh,
not very well, isn't he? I'd like to see a bit more Landy at some point.
Kohler getting a 9. That's what it was. That's what you said the standard against
Oh,
them.
yeah, I'm with you, yeah. Yeah, I get it though.
Yeah, I think for Mega Horse at the moment, things will be left as they are. So 65 minutes. Tato, when are you going for your sub, please, for the second half? I'm going for 65 at Mega Horse.
Tell you what, Jurgen's got to
Pure
pull it out of the
for
bag in the second half. He's got a cigar and he's only made 6 passes.
Here off Sarah. There we are. Who's made 6 passes? Kohler, 6 passes. 2
We
out
got
of 3
5 from another,
tackles.
haven't we? You Scoviak.
What's that? 5 passes,
You
yeah.
just-
5 completed passes. It's horrendous. But he's still going to play up for this part here. Yeah, so it's 65 minutes for both teams. And we go to Badgers first on the subs, of course, with me here and Tato on the end of the dial-up connection internet. Yashvili's had a chance, but it hasn't quite happened. This match is not the most interesting. Yuskoviak has scored the opening goal, and then coming forward, Badgers had a chance, but I'm making sure I stop that because the 66. Yeah, Yuskoviak, so he does get the goal. Just a quick check of your conditions. There's no one really injured. Kyle off for Donovan, and that is the third change here. Scott.
Kylie and Jason Donovan.
Oh yeah, Kylie and Donovan, lovely.
That's nice, isn't it? That is
I'm
nice.
truly sorry. Is this
Rayad.
truly sorry that Rayad's not in the team for today? No, and that's going to be the change. Nope. Was that no? You're not sorry, or? Oh, right. Okay, so it's good. We've managed to. Nope. We have waited. Yeah, got you. So it's going to be. Who's coming off? Carl Jacks. Oh,
yeah.
Clicking the wrong button. That's been a while since I've done that. Off for Donovan. And a 4-1-1-3. Donovan's there. If you want to change sides, I mean, are you going to stick with that, or are you going to do something different? This is Tato, you see, so anything could happen. I'm happy to wait and let you do what you need to do. I mean, I'd probably put Robert central myself. Or Kyle.
Yeah, probably Kev in the centre.
And is Hursty going to be moving from that position, or moving? He's going to be central or staying there. We'll find out. So leaving it there. I'm going to my subs anyway, so it doesn't matter if it goes a little bit longer. So Kohler's the only outfield player, well, the only player in the team on a 6, which is interesting.
I've cursed him. That's what it is.
Ulf Kirsten, he's not playing. Oh,
He's out injured, isn't he?
yeah. Burma came on for Eigenrauch. That was not what I did. Right, okay. Ho is coming off for Burma. And the other changes here, there will be at least a second change. Yashvili's coming off. Eigenrauch will be kept on. So Yashvili's coming off, and he's going to go for Driller. And Driller is going to go. He's going to play there. Yeah, Driller's going to be there. ZZ central. Right, ZZ's playing central. Lovely. So that's my team again. Looking all over the place now.
Nice,
yeah, for those people who weren't watching, I decided to click completely off and on the internet screen. So there we are.
What's that website you're on? That's
Yautube or something like that, I think.
Posma Peg.
PeggyPosma.com. Driller's had a couple of chances, some good saves, some Priest. I think he had 2 shots at goal there, Driller, after coming on. He has played well since his small amount of performances he's had, but Priest with great saves, keeping his team in the game. Burma as well with a chance, the ball going forward for extra opportunities. 4 yellow cards now picked up by Badgers into the last few minutes. Can Mega Horse hold on, or do Badgers have enough? Driller as well, get involved again. Ball play for Moses off target. Driller again misses the target, and it ends up 1-0. And David Priest has kept his team with a very low scoreline. Saying that there were 7 shots on target, and yeah, it's gone Mega Horse's way, but Badgers played very well.
Yeah, Badgers just needed someone who could create some chances and play sort
Actually,
of
they didn't
left,
play very
right,
well.
centre, and create
Priest played well.
a few more opportunities.
Kufre, 14 tackles. That's more than I've seen him make in his entire career.
He's done really well, hasn't he? Vialli, to be fair, Vialli was on a 9 for a lot of the game as well, just as Achendu was for
7
for
headers.
Megahorse, and then they both dropped near the end.
Yeah, it's not the word. I mean, Tatos is embarrassing, but I mean, David Priest is just getting better.
He's maybe talking about the managerial performance, if that's what happened.
Quick look here, Kostajic with 5 interceptions. Juskoviak caught offside 6 times. And Igerant winning 7 headers. Echendu 6 tackles out of 6 with 5 key tackles.
Jurgen Kohler 4 passes in the second half. He did have a dribble up front though. That's what somebody got a yellow card for hacking him down.
And he ended up with a 7. Fine Cabello 1 week wages for poor performance. Okay, we just pop very quickly over to Badgers, if I can, just before we leave. Badgers, Cabello, action, discipline, and it's really hard to pick a 1 week find out sometimes, isn't it? There we are.
Oh, there you go.
For poor performance. How does he feel about that? He feels it's unfair. Oh.
Kufre banned for too many tackles.
Kufre banned. So we go to the league table and have a look at how that is now. And there are 2 points between the top 6 and 3 points between the top 7. That is ridiculous. But did Mega Horse go nowhere with that victory?
Fortuna went nowhere. Yeah, Sprungfeld won. They've gone nowhere. Yeah.
Just, I mean, that is
the big moves at Original, aren't they? They've gone up there. Grove and a bit tighter for those guys in Boston.
9 league games to go, 9 weeks of Swemp maximum to go this season, and yeah, it's as tight as can be. Boston lead the way from Grove up in second, and Badgers.
So Grove got up 2 places, have they? Were they 4th before this? Because they got a win, didn't they? Badgers and Flamingos both only got a point. So Grove gone from 4th to 2nd. And then we're seeing.
And let's just check down the bottom of the table there as Pelham put a 4-point gap between themselves and Aussie's Dream. They are now the only team playing in their own league. Everybody else, Divisionale still in touch with Dangley. Dangley's still in touch with Divisionale, but the only team that cannot change places next game are Pelham. So, yeah, first is 3 points in D5. And look at that Boston top, being top for a while. We check Grove up against them. Grove, a massive climb recently. Badgers is top 3 still. Flamingos dropping for the first time in a while. That's their winning streak is over. Mega Horse up. I wasn't 7th. Oh, because of the starting the game in 7th because of all the other teams' points. Sprungfeld staying there 6th, and Fortuna says you dropped, but you actually didn't do anything. It's because of the size of the
flatlined.
So fixtures next time. Badgers Boston. Oh wow. Grove Divisionale. We've got Flamingos Fortuna and Sprungfeld Mega Horse. That is the top 6. In fact, the top 8 are all playing each other.
Yeah, this will be interesting, won't it? If the Original get a win against Grove, it'll tighten things up more and bring them into it as well.
Then 9th versus 10th, 11th versus 12th, and 13th versus 14th. I think we play from the bottom up.
It's the Princess Diana Trophy, isn't it, as well, on the 31st of August, 5 years since.
The Princess Diana Trophy, indeed, yeah. I remember that, because that night, I remember James Owen was at my house, and we decided to pretend to be Mystic Meg, as you do, and say that I predict that something bad's going to happen tonight, and Princess Diana died, And then did the next day we play the lads versus dads football match? Was it? I think the next day. I think.
Yeah, and Uncle Tony touched you, didn't he, in the night as well? That was bad.
Oh well, it's the more said the better. Yeah, the match. Look at this. Yuskoviak and Cole up front. Berger, D'Alessandro. 3 Portsmouth players in there. Not Conor Grove for that. Portsmouth players. Zeriberto in there despite his injury. Mike Duff in midfield. Priest, Viali and Kufre. Shows how well they played as a defence. And a reminder, as Mutu still the top player in the division. We will play again. Cup games Thursday night, so I'll get the save updated very soon, and we will see you all again soon. Thank you very much, and good night.
Hi, Rome.